What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Underwater FlyZone podcast.
She's back at it. We got my girlfriend up in here, MAYCI'S Simpson, running it back for Date Night Part 2. If you guys didn't check out Date Night Part 1, make sure to go do that because we killed that episode. MAYCI killed that episode.
Yep.
Okay, first of all, let's show our handshake off. Come on, start it up.
Wait, can you guys even see it through the microphone?
Somewhat. I don't know. If y'all didn't get to see it, maybe you'll just have to pull up to our wedding someday. I don't know.
Yes.
We'll do it at the reception.
We've been adding so much, over the years.
Yeah, it just keeps going. But yeah, tonight is actually a real date night. Last time we recorded, we were up at Northwest in some studio. But here we are legitimately having a real date.
It's so pretty. I love it.
I love this spot. Shout out to Raymore for putting this in. This is a new little thing they put up about a year ago, I think.
Yeah.
But it's sick. Like I said, though, we already have a date night episode together, Date Night Part 1, so make sure to go check that out. But for Part 2, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff that we didn't talk about in the last episode. But one thing that I just want to, repeat is our story of how we met, because there's a big lesson that I think I missed on last time that I really want to just speak about today. So I want MAYCI to start off with the story because you truly are the one that really got this started. Actually, time out. I'll start out with the story because I knew MAYCI my junior year of high school. She didn't know me though. Mm-hmm. Why'd you not know me?
Well, because you were a whole different person. You were super shy, and I wouldn't just. I mean, I didn't even notice you, but I guess you would always wear Jayhawk stuff, which is probably why I didn't notice you.
I would wear a Jayhawk shirt, shorts, socks.
Yeah.
People made fun of me for it. I didn't care. It was so, but I'm telling y'all, I was a shy kid. People don't believe me that I was shy, but this is my girlfriend.
Well, yeah, and I literally had a class with him when I was a sophomore. Had no idea until years later whenever we started dating, and then you just told me, and I was like, what?
Yeah,
and then I guess I was like, wait, we did, I guess.
But so yeah, that's how I met her. But how did you meet me? Where did it all start?
Well, it all started whenever I was a senior in high school, and you came back from college to observe in a classroom for PE.
Yep.
And then you were in the back of my classroom when I was in class. And then I came in to sharpen my pencil, and then I don't know why I just turned around. And then I was like, oh my gosh, why does he look so cute? And I know exactly what he was wearing, what he was doing.
What was I wearing? I can't remember.
You were wearing a Bearcat windbreaker.
Yep. Oh my gosh. You know when you just go to college and then you go back to high school and you're just repping your college. Yeah, that was me.
And you had your hands. You literally did that. You had your hands like that.
This is what I always do. I just always sit here and I don't know. You guys probably, if you watch me during the podcast, you probably always see me doing that.
But yeah, so I noticed you, and then I was like, oh my gosh, he's cute. So I don't know how, but I just got your Snapchat by I think one of my friends.
Yeah, and then I'll take over from here. I remember you added me on Snap and just, it was whatever, nothing big deal. But then that was right when COVID started. COVID just hit. When I went into your class was your last week of school, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was that's the time frame. This was 2020, right when the whole COVID thing was starting. So basically, MAYCI posted this Bible verse on her story that was absolutely fire.
So perfect.
So it was so perfect. Do you have it saved?
Yeah. Do you want me to try and find it right now?
No, I'll just send it to me and I'll
I'll do that.
I'll put it on the video right here so you guys can check it out. Yeah. MAYCI's so funny. But anyways, I swiped up and said facts. So to all my homies out there, that's the best pickup line, facts.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess so. But I swiped up on her Bible verse because it was facts, bro.
It was so perfect in that time.
Yeah, it was so perfect. And swiped up, said facts. And what
the rest is history. So if you guys just watched Date Night Part 1 for the whole backstory, but I guess whenever he slid up, I was like, okay, maybe I'll just give him a shot. I was just gonna leave him on open, but if you want to look at Part 1, or do you want me to tell it?
No, you guys got to go watch Part 1 for the whole story. Basically, to sum it up, my name was randomly in your head the day before.
Yes, God gave me a sign, and God still plants little seeds of signs that you are the one. But
same here.
Yeah, so that's pretty much how it all started. So I started Snapchatting him, and I don't know if you guys know about the Mosh Pit song. It's what almost ended it.
Yeah, so when we were snapping, I don't know if you guys know. I'll link this in the description. Me and my boys, shout out to my boy Cooper Simpson and shout out to my brother Carson Huggins, rapper named Lil Tree. We made a we made a song back in high school, and it kind of popped off. It has like 1,600 plays, and everyone in the school was playing it when we dropped it. But it was kind of a joke song, kind of just like for fun. I mean, actually, completely for fun. We weren't actually taking it serious. But I sent it to Macy just kind of like as a joke while we were talking, though.
Before we even met in person.
And
so
then she left me on open.
I left him on open when I heard that, and I called all my friends and my mom, and I was like, what do I do? This is like so weird. Because that's the first impression I got of him.
We hadn't even hung out yet.
Yeah. So then everyone was like, just see how it goes. Just keep Snapchatting him. And then I think I didn't, and then you double snapped me.
I did. And I think in part 1, I was like trying to defend myself. No, I definitely did. I remember the type of guy I was. I was like, Macy's just different. Because, I was a single man. I was snapping a lot of different people, a lot of different girls. But Macy was just, there was something about her that was just so different. And I think that's even what pushed me to start dating you. Because this is getting into the point that I wanted to make, why I wanted to tell the story again. I really had no desire to have a girlfriend. Like, I was not looking for a girl at all. All I was doing, like, I was single for like 3-4 years before we started dating. So I was literally just in a time of my life where I was just trying to better myself and become the true best version of myself. Hey, by the way, we are outside, so sorry if you hear some dude peeling out. But I was in a season of my life where I was literally just trying to become the best version of myself. I wasn't looking for a girl. And I feel like a lot of times that people in general get into that season where, I just want somebody. I want a girlfriend. I want a boyfriend. I want somebody. So they just start looking, and they spend their single life looking for somebody rather than focusing on themselves. And I think the reason why I was able to attract you and you were able to attract me is because we both were in that season and took that season of singleness seriously to really become the best version of ourselves. And while doing that, we attracted somebody that was also the best version of themselves. So I don't know. What do you think about that, though?
Well,
would you agree with that? Yeah,
definitely. I would say that once I stopped looking, like, Foster came into my life, like, right after I stopped looking, and I think that's when God blessed me with him, because I finally learned, like, my lesson of just being patient and kind of having the right mindset going in forward to relationships. Because if God would have given me Foster, like, at the wrong time whenever I was looking for him, then I think it would have just not been the right season. Like, we wouldn't have worked that time.
Exactly. And you also, like, you don't want to be in a relationship and have to be working on them. Like, for me, I expect, if I'm going to be dating someone, this is how my mindset was when we first started dating. If I'm going to be at my best self, you got to be at your best self. But to be honest, I think we both were about like 80%.
Well, yeah.
And we have really helped each other to become our 100% best self.
So I do want to say, for all, like, the single people out there,
my single homies, hey, shout out to you if you're single. Like, take advantage of that.
Oh, yeah, because I'm going to talk about why you should.
Yeah, like, it's not a bad thing. It's actually a great thing, as long as you utilize it in the right way.
Yes. But why the single years and in the season of singleness is the biggest, like, lesson to learn before dating and all that stuff, because it will grow you yourself. And I didn't grow up in, like, I didn't grow up in, like, this spiritual, just these morals that were, like, really kind of, like, took charge of my life. So I kind of had to do that by myself. And Foster obviously grew up in that, but it did kind of, like, not take a toll. But once I started dating Foster, I kind of knew, like, how, like, special, like, my morals should be, and not to take that for granted. So I would say definitely start tackling on, like, your sins and, like, your past, like, I guess, like, demons or regrets now, because, like, me and Foster are not, like, a perfect couple, and I feel like a lot of, like, the problems that we had in the past were because of me not dealing with whatever I needed to do in my singleness time.
Or me as well. I think what you don't take care of in your single life will come back and haunt you when you start dating.
Yeah, and that's true.
And that's why it's important to just really fight that stuff while you're single. That's why you need to really utilize that single time, because honestly, if I got in the relationship and I knew I had been working on myself for that, like, 3 years, if I would have gotten that relationship and Macy would have, like, been just a mess, we probably would never have lasted. But since we both really utilized that time, we've really, benefited. But Macy's got her whole notes of just
Yes.
amazing
Well, what you
advice that we're gonna
said-
work through, and yeah, I think she's
So,
awesome.
you were like, it's true that marriage like magnifies the sin that's already in your life. So if you don't take care of it now in your single years, because yes, we're dating, but we're not like bonded to one, so we can still take care of them by ourselves. But if you think that marriage is going to fix all the problems that you had when you were single, then that's not true. It's going to magnify everything if you don't take care of it now. So I definitely think that taking care of your problems when you are single is one of the greatest rewards for finding someone in the near future, and waiting is because it's definitely worth it. So
Yeah. And then I kind of want to transition to talking about people that may be in a relationship, and you know, and they know, and you know that they know, and they know that you know, and everybody knows that it is a horrible relationship you need to get out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like to anybody out there that is genuinely, they know for a fact it's never going to work out, and they know it's toxic. Listen, oh man, where was I going with this? What were you just saying?
about marriage magnifies
Yes.
sin.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So basically, to anybody out there that you know it's not right, you know it's not going to work out. A lot of people think, oh, but when we get to a year, when we've been dating for a year, a lot's going to change. It's going to get all better. Oh, when we get married, yeah, we have problems now, but when we get married, all those problems are going to go away. Bro, that is fiction. Like, that is literally not
Fair
true.
fantasy.
And I think it's so important to understand that, because and a lot of people will be like, oh, you shouldn't talk about your past relationships with your person you're with now. Bro, we don't care. We're chilling.
No, I
chilling,
think
bro.
learning about the past like will help you guys grow in the future.
Yeah, so basically what I'm about to say is I was with a girl before, and we were very toxic, and shout out to her.
Likewise.
She's a great, yeah, literally, she's a great person, but like,
But with
we
a
were
boy.
not good together. Yeah, we were not good together. But, and I knew it, and she knew it, but I just kept saying, when we get to a year though, it's all gonna be better. All of our
Everything's
problems,
gonna be fixed.
Yeah, and then we get to a year and we broke up a week later because we realized that is not real, bro. Like, everyone needs to understand, like, if you are in a toxic relationship, time is your most valuable asset in life. Like, you don't get your time back. Once the time passes, once this moment passes, you can't ever get that moment back. So if you were gonna waste time with someone that you know it's not worth it, I know it's gonna be hard. You know, breakups are not fun, but they are essential, especially if you know it's not going to work out, because like I was saying, time is so important, and you are literally going to be wasting your time if you stick with them. And also, you're going to be wasting opportunities, because if you're with someone that's not right, you're missing out on how amazing life is when you find someone that is right for you. Like, I'll tell you this, Macy has came into my life and probably made my life at least 10 times better than it was before, because even when we first met, you know, I still like was pretty depressed and
Yeah.
stuff. Even though it was years after the Kyle situation, I would still be sad about it at times. Oh man, hold up, time out. I'm gonna go get my guy. This guy keeps talking too much. Hold up. Hey.
Oh my gosh, that is so
I
funny.
gotta. Yeah, my guy over there keeps talking too much, but I shut him up. Anyways,
Yeah, you can see it.
Like I was saying, I hope y'all saw that in the video.
I did, I saw it.
That was so funny. But anyway.
Back to what we were
Anyways,
saying.
yeah, so when me and Macy first started dating, I was still like depressed, and I wasn't doing the underwater FlyZone, and I wasn't confident enough to do what I actually wanted to do with my hair. You guys see it, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I love it, and it's different, but I love it. But since I got to be with Macy, she has like brought out, first of all, that depression is no longer here, because Macy just has like covered it. And it wasn't her that did it, it was her being with me that made me want to do it for myself, because someone else is not going to cure your depression. But being with her, I was like, I gotta step my game up. I can't keep being a little sad boy. Like, let's face this and get over this.
Yeah, I made
And,
you want to
yeah,
be better.
I did that for her, because it's not your job to fix me. I gotta fix me, you know? So, Macy has like made my life so much better and made me who I truly am. And I always was who I truly was, but I was like at the line. Here's the line of you being yourself. You could be down here below it, not being yourself. Then you could be being yourself. Then you can be like embracing every part of who you are. And I think
brought it
Macy
out of
has
you.
brought that from like being myself to allowing me to embrace myself, because I know like, oh, people are gonna think my hair looks stupid, but I don't care, because my girl right here loves it. Like, my parents actually very much dislike my hair, but it's funny. 'Cause
I'll
we'll
whisper
be-
in his ear. I love your hair.
Yeah, so when we're with them and my hair looks good, Macy's like, I love your hair. Like, your hair looks great. She won't let him hear
Yes.
it, but it's so funny. But yeah, Macy's just done so much for me, and I very much am so grateful. And I just plead to y'all, don't stay in a toxic relationship, because that's just holding you back from finding something like this that's gonna really change your life.
And if they don't make you the best version of you, that's definitely a clear red flag sign that they're not for you. Because Foster has like helped me to, I don't know if I've like known that I was like very like on trying to get like on top of things and organized and like always like have stuff to do and like get things done. But since dating you, like I've like made things happen that I've like only just randomly would think about in the back of my head years ago, because you actually like helped me make things possible.
Yeah,
Because you have faith in me.
Yeah, no, because you're awesome.
Yeah.
You're the most awesome person I've
know.
ever met. And that's
I'm just kidding.
that's why I love it. Macy's hilarious. But yeah, bro, big thing that Macy has done was started her YouTube channel. And I'm not going to take all the credit for that, but I definitely was one of the people. Me and her brother, Robert, the creator, shout out to RTC, we were pushing her. Like, she would always walk around the house.
Yeah, and I'd be like, okay, guys,
Okay,
stop.
yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start cooking and acting like she's recording herself. And we'd be like, why don't you get a camera and like start filming that? And what would you say?
I'd say, no, I don't want to be famous,
Yeah,
but
I
as
wanna-
a joke.
Like, she's joking, like, I don't want to be famous. But in reality, I looked at that and I was like, no, you're scared to do it.
Yeah, it's because I wanted to still be in my little comfort zone and not have people judge me. But it's
And now she's out of it.
Yeah.
And now she's going crazy on YouTube, way better than I'm doing.
not
No,
really.
okay.
I'm just starting out, but
She's starting out like at a 30,000 times faster rate than me. So make sure to go help out the process. Subscribe to MAYCI'S Sayan on YouTube.
right here. I'm just kidding.
I'll put it up. I'll probably put it up at the beginning, but MAYCI'S Sayan on YouTube. Go subscribe. I just want to say it right now. I say it to you all the time, but I'm so proud of you. You are killing it, and you're going to be the one putting me on. Macy's going to be the one to blow up, and she's going to give me the clout.
No, we're
or
gonna help
share
each
the clout
other.
with me, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But, yeah, Macy's just killing it, and I hope I've been a part of it.
Thanks, Foster. So, what did you want to?
I don't even know.
Did you want
What
to transition it to?
some random advice? I had... So,
Yeah. What are your Q&As? Or I guess
y'all-
you can ask. Like,
okay, you should bring up from your notes something
Okay.
you want to talk about
I
first.
have
Make sure
so
it's
much-
the best. It's got to be the best advice.
like for
there is.
relationships or for life?
Let's do relationships. 'Cause everyone's probably
Relationships?
watching for relationships.
Okay.
But I'm gonna try to find these questions because I put on the Instagram. By the way, go follow the Instagram underwaterflyzone.podcast on Instagram. I asked y'all to ask questions on the story for our first episode, for the first Q&A we did, but we didn't really answer much of them. So I'm gonna try to find them, but I haven't been able to. But let me know when you found the best advice you got on your notes.
I have the best relationship advice, and I don't even think I shared much on our first like date night one, but I'm trying to see if there's one. Okay, I don't know if I used these or not.
Just do one, and we could. I'm sure we'll make different points. Because
Okay.
honestly, last time was so long
Oh.
ago. That was like over half a year ago. We've grown so much, even from that
Yes.
first episode. So
here's a good one. All right, I'll tell you guys. Choose someone who wants to grow, or who wants to go all of the muddy paths with you, which means somebody that is willing to fight in the trenches with you, someone that is willing to go through all for you and with you because like they believe that you're worth it. And me and Foster have gone through so much like ups and downs in just like little less than 2.5 years of dating, that I know that he's the person that I want to be with forever, because like even after our darkest times, he's never given up on me. And I think that's like one of the strongest things in a relationship, is just like having that strength to keep pushing and knowing that there are better days ahead.
yeah, and you as a couple should be growing together through those problems.
Yes, it shouldn't get worse.
I preach all the time that pain is progress, and the hard times are what make you into who you are today. But that's the same with a relationship. You got to look at problems as one. Your relationship, the more you go through today, the stronger you're going to be tomorrow, as long as you know how to handle it. I mean, there's a lot of couples that don't know how. And I think the best way to handle problems is to just talk and to always choose the person. And that's a big thing. A lot of people get in a problem and they're like, I'm dipping, I'm out, because it becomes too hard. But if you truly love them, love really is a choice. Like, you got to choose them when times get tough. And that's a big thing that even a Q&A question that one of my friends asked me in the car the other day. He looked at me and he was like, Foster, be honest. Do you ever find other girls attractive? And I'm like,
what?
Yeah, he asked me this. And I was like, of course. Like, or am I going to... Anyone that says no is freaking lying, bro.
I just didn't hear that.
Yeah, no, this was...
I was like, what?
Yeah, no, this was like 2 days... This was at the football game. It was Jake Roderick. Shout out Jake Roderick. I know you're listening.
Oh, why would he ask that?
Because it's a genuine question. Like, a lot of people wonder that. Like, be honest, do you ever find other girls attractive? And I'm like, yeah. And any dude that would tell you no is lying, because it's human nature, bro. There's a lot of beautiful people out there, but it's a choice. I don't care how beautiful anyone is. Macy's my girl, and I'm going to choose her every time, no matter what. And it's hard to, like, trust someone to always choose you at times, but, like, me and Macy have built the trust. And,
oh, yeah.
Like, that's... A lot of people are probably like, this dude's saying he finds other girls attractive to his girl's face. Bro, she finds other... Tell me you don't find other dudes...
I mean, me and Foster, like, joke around. We're like, oh, my gosh, that guy's hot. But, like, not actually. But, like...
We joke around. She jokes around and says that.
Yeah.
I'll joke around saying the girl's hot.
I just know, like, the trust that we have in each other, it's, like, almost a joke, because it's not lust. Like, obviously, we can be like, that person looks really well put together, or, like, I like that guy's hair, or, like, just stuff like that. Like, that's a nice, like, well-created person from God. Like, that's not bad to say that.
But at the end of the day, we're going to choose each other.
Yes, but what is bad is turning that attraction into lust, which I'm very thankful that we don't have any, like, trust issues with that.
What does that mean for
lust means, like, having, like, looking at them in, like, a sexual way. So, obviously, if you're with, Like,
if I look at a girl, I'm like, that's a beautiful person. Like, and
but
I'm not like, oh, I want to, it's not like, oh.
Yeah, and I think.
Like, that, like, you can't, that's something that you choose to do that in a way. Like, and if you do get those thoughts, which, let's be honest, some people at times do get those thoughts, but you got to fight that, It's a constant fight for the person you love. Like, if you truly do find someone attractive and you do have those thoughts to where, oh, I would love to just, like, be with them for a night or something, that's a fight, and that's a choice that you got to choose to fight for the person that you're with, because at the end of the day, that's just the truth. And there's one other advice that you found from somewhere, but it was like, do you really think that the person you're with is the one person that's put on this earth for you? When there's 1 billion people in this world, do you think you think you're smart enough to find the one for you? Probably not.
Yeah.
But it's a choice to grow with that person and make that person, not turn them into the one, but just love them for who they are to make them the one. But hold up, I'm gonna finish that thought in a second. Knock it off, bro.
All right, maybe we got 5 more minutes for them to not come back. Yeah. Finish your thought, and I have something else.
Yeah, like, Macy and me went to the same high school. You really think God, like, put me and, well, he put me and you here for a reason, but you really think, like, Macy's the only girl in the world that I could truly, like, fall in love with and have a future with? No, and I'm not the only guy that you could either. But we're together, and we make that choice every day
to choose
that you're my girl and I'm your guy, and we're in this for life. And as long as you could always choose that, and always, like, when you have problems, when you find someone else attractive, none of that should matter as long as you truly love them. And if you truly love them, love really is a choice, and it's your choice to put in the work and, be the best you can be for them, and always choose them over anybody, anything. And when we fight sometimes, whenever we get in arguments,
get into little ticks.
Yeah. Whoever, like, whoever's the mad one will, like, be mad, and the other one will sometimes, I bust this out sometimes. I'm like, Macy, I know you're mad, and I know we're in a bad spot right now, but I choose you over this problem.
And that makes me so mad at times.
It makes her so mad, but why does it make you mad?
Well, because I'm internally, like, fighting, like, my own, like self. Like, I'm like, I'm like trying to, because he'll always, after an argument, which I love that about you, he's always like, I still love you, and he's like say it back and all that stuff. And if I'm like in the heat of the moment, I do not want to say it back.
I'll be like, say it back.
And I'm like fighting myself, and I think definitely like emotions are deceiving. So when you do actions and I'm like, okay, I love you too, your feelings and emotions will follow that too.
Yeah, and honestly, it's gotten to the point for me where it's nearly impossible to ever be mad at Macy. Like, when's the last time I've ever been mad at you?
You just get impatient, but it's not about me.
But it's not even you.
It's
the only
about
time I
other
really get mad in life is like if I'm like trying to get somewhere and someone's like being so slow in front of me. I'm like, come on, let's go. Like at the football game the other day. The game's about to kick off. I'm the freaking biggest Bearcat fan you've ever seen, and I will proudly say that. And Macy's like, can we go get a water? And it's like 5 minutes till kickoff. I did that as a
joke, though. And I was like, can we go to the bathroom?
Well, it wasn't a joke because we actually went.
Well, yeah. Sometimes
we went, and the lady in front of us was taking forever.
Yeah.
I was like, come on. But what I was saying is it's dang near impossible for me to actually ever get mad at Macy because Macy is like the GOAT of relationship partner. Like
me?
You... Greatest of all time.
I try. I know I'm not.
No, you are 100% the GOAT because she makes me fire breakfast every morning.
Oh my gosh.
She makes me dinner half the time.
So it's because I do stuff for him. That's why he loves me.
I'm just saying, actions. That's another thing too. Actions over words. Someone can tell you all day, I love you, I love you, I love you. But if they're not doing things to show it, then that means nothing. Macy doesn't even have to say I love you. Just watching the way you live, I know you love me. Like,
yeah, and I
hope I can do the same for you.
And you do. You always make me feel like special. And even though my love language is like that affection and stuff, so I do love that. And yours is like acts of service. So I think we complement each other in that.
Yeah.
So.
And if you want to ever listen to a banger song, go look up More Than Words and read the lyrics. That is absolutely one of the most fire like love songs. And yeah, just what I'm saying right now, it literally says I don't even know what it says. Go look it up. It's fire. It's basically saying love is more than words.
Yeah.
And you should be able to know someone loves you without them having to say it, essentially. But you can get into your point.
So
now. I'm done rambling.
Thank goodness. I'm just kidding. But I just wanted to say like after talking about all like those little fights and like things, just ultimately like know that life and relationships are not as hard as a lot of people make them to be. So I think that the dumb stuff that we argue about, more than half the time it just resolves because we look at each other and laugh. Like It is not that deep, guys.
She does the worst thing. We play this game called the no smiling game, and we'll be like, I'm like I said, I don't really get mad anymore. But back in the day, we'd be kind of arguing. I'd be actually like mad about something, and she'd be look at me without smiling.
And then you'd
be like, look at me, and she'd be like,
yeah.
And then I'd just start cracking up, and I'm like, that doesn't count. And then I'm like, that does not count.
Yeah. And then we just get over it because like relationships are not hard. It's not like this like little 10 page commandment thing like telling you, oh, this is how a relationship works. This is how it should look like, shouldn't. These are how to get rid of the fights and all that stuff. Like, no, there is no secret to how to have a good relationship. It's just all about that mindset and knowing that life's problems are 90% how you react to the 10% of what happens to you.
Yeah, 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you react. Banger quote that Macy always says.
I know, I love that one.
This dude's got a loud engine. That's an old Buick. That Buick is loud, bro.
Okay. What are we talking about now?
I don't know. That was good though.
Mm-hmm.
I like.
Do you want me to look up another one?
Yeah, I actually got one.
Oh.
Another song. It's called. It goes. Hold on loosely, but don't let go. Cause if you hold too tightly, you're gonna lose control. See what I'm saying? Hold on loosely, don't let go. Cause if you cling too tightly, you're gonna lose control. So basically, what that's saying is, in a relationship, you want to hold on loosely. Like, I hold on to you, but I still allow you to have your own life. And you allow me to have my own life. We're individual people. So we're holding on loosely. You go be you, I'm going to go be me. But we're still holding on to each other. But don't let go, because if you let go, you're breaking up. And you probably just don't care.
You need to show, like...
Yeah, you need to be hanging on, but hang on loosely. Because if you cling too tightly, you're going to lose control. And that's what happens to a lot of people is they go head over heels in, fall so far in love that they can't even spend a second without each other without like flipping out, which I'm not trying to call anyone out if you're watching. I love you. But, you know, I was like that, bro. That was me. Like, straight up. What?
I don't know. I heard something. But, no, I was like that, too, in the beginning of a relationship because I've never been in, like, an actual, like, serious relationship. So
you wanted to be with me all the time.
Yeah, and then you know what? I kind of got over it.
I had been in a relationship before, and I was that guy that every second of every day, if we're not together, I'm like flipping out. And you just got to understand that is not good. That is not healthy. That's toxic because you're not allowing any room for individual growth. And you have to be your own person, and you have to love yourself before anyone else can love you. And if you're being completely like cling to someone, you are never going to have that room to truly have time with yourself and like be you and chase your dreams.
And grow.
I love you because of who you are, and like I know like how awesome you are and how much you want to do with your life, and that's what I love about you. So if I was to like hold on to you and be with you all the time and never allow you to like do that, that is not, to me, that's not healthy. And you're gonna lose control essentially because that's gonna drive you crazy, and that's honestly just very toxic. Mm-hmm. And it's unfortunate because I don't know how you could break that cycle if you're with somebody and you are like that, because it's this emotion. I remember I was just like obsessed. And that's not good. And I think that's a big reason why we've worked out for so long, because there's even been times, especially back when you were a little like that, there's been times whenever you were like wanting to hang out and I'd be like, no, I need my time. And you were like, do you even love me? Bro, yes. Yeah. But I just want to ask you, how did you like break out of that obsessive point? What did you do to like kind of become who you are now? Because now you're not like that at all.
Yeah,
and like I said, I think it's hard to do. So what did you do?
Well, to me, it's like, I don't know if you guys listening are religious or not, but God is like the reason that I am the best version of myself today. So I will just tell you guys kind of how I think it is. So I personally just chose to break those chains off of just like insecurity, jealousy. Like, you guys have to know that you have the choice to choose how you want to live your life, and there's nothing holding you back but yourself, not your past, not your living situations with your family, not money, not any of that. So I think whenever I just started to pray to God and just keep giving him all my anxieties, all my fears, my worries, and knowing that what God has for me is truly for me.
Keep talking.
Has helped me to break my chains. Has helped me to break my chains, and I think it's true. I started watching a bunch of sermons and things that does help me. So knowing that this one video talks about that God gives you this person, but he's not only for you. So it's foster is, I pray, gonna be mine one day, marriage, but he's not going to be the only person restricted to just talk to me and help me grow. He's supposed to be a light to the whole world and help everyone, boy or girl, kind of reach the fullest of life. So I think knowing the truth in your mindset plays the biggest role on anything. So you got to choose every single day that I'm just going to break the chains off, and I'm going to kind of not let anything take a hold of me, because I'm not a prisoner to fear and to insecurity and to anxiety. Anxiety. New
word. New thing to make fun of Macy for right there.
Yeah,
Anxiety.
I always say weird words, but I am free, and we choose to live this life exactly how we want. So I want to live this life to the fullest and be happy. Yeah, so that's why I choose to not let things like that get in the way of our relationship.
Yeah, and it's important to look at your foundation. And our foundation truly is Paradigm. Shout out to Paradigm. Tuesday nights at Abundant Life, it literally has changed our relationship.
Oh, and purity for sure.
Yeah, literally just basically our relationship, to be honest, is built around God's morals and what God wants
Christ's
for us.
foundation.
Yeah, so that being said, we save for marriage, we follow God's word, you know what I'm saying? And
that doesn't mean we don't slip up.
Yeah,
we are so imperfect, but
yeah, but
that's
we
where we go
make
back
it a
to.
point like we're saving from it. Like Christ is our foundation, and it really is important to look at what is your foundation. And my belief is that if your foundation isn't Christ, then that's going to be tough, because I really think that truly is the only firm foundation out there. And a lot of people talk about a lot of different things, a lot of different ways of being, but with the divorce rates being how they are this day and age, it's like over 50%. I think it's important to really look at who's the ones that do stay together. And if you look at who stays together and who's gotten divorced, I don't know this for a fact, but I'm just saying with my own experience, looking around who I know, those who do have that Christ as their firm foundation, those are the ones that really do stick it out for the long haul.
Yeah.
And I think that's important to note. And maybe you're one of the people out there that never want to give God a chance because of how you were raised or what you believed prior, or you went to a church and it was some horrible church that just isn't good, and it gave you a horrible perspective of, religion or whatever.
Or you believe that seeing all the bad stuff in this world, that God can't be good. So
yeah, but I just encourage you to give it a chance. And here's a great example. You could look at some famous person, or even someone at school. I think everyone at some point in their life has looked at someone and been like, I can't stand that person. They're horrible. And then you think, oh wait, I've never talked to them before. And then you go have a conversation with them and you're like, you know what? They're actually pretty cool. They're awesome. A lot of people have misjudgment of people, and then they talk to that person, get to know that person, and now they're like, oh, they're cool. I actually enjoy them. That's a lot of people's relationship with Christ. A lot of people heard some stuff about him because they were never truly introduced in the right way. They heard some stuff, saw some stuff, and they're like, I don't like that. Christians are crazy. I'm straight up, there's a lot of Christians out there that give God a horrible representation. Sometimes I'm like, dude, if I wasn't raised the way I was, and if I wasn't able to find God, I'm like, seeing how some of these Christians act, it's kind of like, I would have no interest in any of that. So I don't blame y'all, for real. I don't blame the people out there that are not into God because of what they have seen. But all I'm saying is, give yourself a chance and give God a chance. Give God an honest chance. And the best way to do that, I would say, is to go to Paradigm. You could come with us, bro. We've taken so many people, because that's a great church, and that's a great place where you can learn about God and truly meet him. Because like I'm saying, if you have a misrepresentation of God, it's probably like the kid in school you used to dislike until you had a conversation with him. You've probably never had a true interaction or true pure form of really getting to know him. It's probably been backed by some opinion, because a lot of churches like to try to spin God's words into their own agenda. But I think it's important to just know God for who he is and what he is and what he's done for us and how real this is. This isn't some freaking myth that we're speaking about. This is real life, and it could change your life. And I just think you owe it to yourself to give God a true shot. Don't let your freaking grandma take you to church with a bunch of 80-year-olds. That's not probably going to hit for you. Go somewhere that you could actually really meet him and get to know him. And then if you still dislike him, you're not going. I'll be straight up, you're not going to. But if you somehow do, then, maybe I'm an idiot and we can move on with life. And you can be you and I can be me. But I'm just saying, y'all, give God a true shot. If you're one of those people that aren't giving God a true shot, really look at yourself and be like, have I been at the right church? Have I really been honest with...
Don't.
You want it? Go get him. Go. You gotta go smack the bush.
What? Don't. You...
Right there.
Ugh. That scared me.
Nice. You gotta set the camera back.
That's why I didn't want you to do that.
That's so funny.
Okay, so back to our relationship advice.
Yeah, sorry.
You kind of went on a tangent there, but
I've been holding that rant in for a minute. I think I did it in
we could do a whole new episode on that for date night number 3.
It's been 40 minutes.
I know, but there's so much to talk about.
So date night part 3 is going to be a thing for sure.
It'll probably be right here, too.
Here. I want to do so many episodes here. As long as, you know what? Maybe my guy over there actually adds some character to the episode. Maybe you guys like it. I'll like make a shirt someday with like a cricket on it.
Yeah, do that.
And you guys will know what it is because of this episode. But, yeah, I didn't really want this to be over like an hour. So like, oh, you good? Okay.
Well, I didn't know. What do you want to do?
Macy's a little tired. You know, it's a little late.
No, I love doing this.
All right, let's keep going.
But unless you don't want to.
No, we can go all night.
Okay. So, this is what I was gonna say. Don't look for someone's potential. Is that how you say it?
Yeah,
potential. Look for their reality. Meaning that because Foster, you guys see in all these like love movies and all this stuff like of people like guys giving girls flowers, writing notes, doing all this stuff, and that's great and all that stuff. But I'm just saying, like, if Foster like I guess does that, like, or maybe doesn't. I'm just love him for who he is, like his reality and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So don't look for someone of how they can be, and just look for them and love them for who they are, because then that means you're not even loving them for who they truly are.
And if you don't love them for who they are, just cut it off. Like, stop wasting time, like we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Time's valuable. Don't be wasting it on someone that you don't truly love. But yeah, that is facts. When we first started, Macy would always be like, expecting so much crazy stuff from me.
Like these crazy dates, probably.
Yeah.
Because I
this
never
is my
been
type of date
in a
right
relationship. Yeah. But
now you know that.
Yeah. Well, I do want to say, like, if you guys like are out there and like are wanting to change someone and be like, oh, well, maybe this guy will do this for me. No, like, he's not gonna change for you. He's gonna, if he does change, it's because like he would want to. But it's not, you can't make someone change for you. So
and if you do make someone change, then you're now loving someone for
who isn't them.
Yeah, they're not even them. So you're, again, wasting time. And that's the big thing about relationships. A lot of people in their relationship and they're like, I just wasted so much time. And I honestly never look at it as wasted time. If you could learn from it, then it was time well spent. But yeah, when we first started dating, Macy did have a lot of like wanted me to do a lot of crazy dates.
Expectations.
But it's because you watched like movies and shows that
just like weird love movies. Like, I don't even want to say,
and all that stuff is like
cheesy.
highlights and like highlights or even fake, because a lot of people act different when a camera's on.
That's true, actually. Highlights, yeah.
But I don't know. So that's facts. Don't look at someone and hold them to this standard of like movie star, because a movie star has a written script, or it's a reality show where a camera's on and they're acting different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, love them for who they are, and really, if you're in a relationship, be who you are, because a lot of people out there will try to fake who they are and try to a lot of people out there will try to fake who they are to get somebody. But in reality, if you're faking who you are to get somebody, that relationship's never gonna last, because you can't fake your whole life.
Yeah.
And if you do fake your whole life, then you're actually gonna just be miserable, and you're just not using your time wisely, again, like we talked about. So I just think it's important to just be you. And if you are loved for that, great. If you're not, though, be fine with that and be able to move on, because like the old saying goes, there's plenty of fish in the sea, for real.
Yeah, that cliche
you will
quote.
find somebody, bro. You will find someone that loves you for who you are. No matter who you are, there's someone out there for you. You just got to be yourself, live your life to your best potential, always be working to be your best, and then eventually things will all work themselves out. What happens?
Sorry, there was a bug on you. I know you hate when I do that, but
it's okay.
I got it.
My new hat, just bought it. I was gonna take it back, but I don't think I am, because it's kind of
I love it, the khaki color. But if you guys are in a relationship, I want to ask you to go to your partner and or don't, but just like look at their reality and think like, what do you love their true self and who they are? So point like out everything that you love about them, and if there's really nothing, and then you're dating them because of who you want them to be, like their potential.
Yeah, that's
so
facts. That's
your
facts.
reality is that you are very motivated, which I love, and he always keeps me on my toes. There's never a boring day. Like, you make like the ordinary days extraordinary.
Yeah. And sometimes it even annoys you a little bit.
Yeah, I'm always up for an adventure.
In the old days, Macy comes from a family that is amazing. Best family I could ever ask for to be a part of.
We're just a little more
laid back.
Yeah, laid back.
So when me and Macy first started dating, she was used to being laid back. Not me though.
His family's crazy.
Especially when I found Macy and she started making me like I said,
the best you can be.
yeah, accentuate.
Exactly.
When she started
Accentuate.
making me become my true best self and like embracing who I am, then yeah, it was hard to keep up with me because I'm just trying to do something every single day. We got some dudes over here on some crazy stuff. What the heck?
Oh yeah. Okay. So also Foster's reality that I just love about him is that he is very loving and very like genuine. Like I could go on about him. So that's how I know that I am dating you for who you are and not who I want you to be, and kind of this picture in my mind of the perfect boyfriend. So like I think that dating in real life like is so much better than dating in a fairy tale because you get to experience everything, the good and the bad, the not gross, but the bad times and the great times all together. So our love story is unique and one of a kind, and I wouldn't change it for the world because it makes us who we are and it makes us our story.
Yeah.
Which is perfect to end on.
No, we're not ending because
Okay.
I'm not about to sit here and not say the great things about you.
Oh, yeah, you already did.
No, I
On the
left
YouTube.
out so much. Macy is so patient, and that is something that I, especially when we first started dating, I'm not. I've gotten a lot better thanks to you, but
You
I'm not
have.
really a patient person. I'm a get stuff done. I don't got time. There's 24 hours in a day, and I have to sleep for 8 of it, so let's utilize every single second. Macy was like, slow down. It's going to be okay. And she
Have
really has
a
helped,
rest day.
Yeah, she's helped my patience so much. And just seeing the way you are so patient with everybody and so loving towards everybody has made me be such a better person. And Macy also is the most selfless person I've ever met. And I don't even care who you are not as selfless as Macy, because you'll do unnecessary stuff for people that you don't need to do, but you'll do it just because you love everybody.
Because I love seeing people happy.
Yeah, and that just makes me know that you are the one. Like, that's the best thing about you. Well, I don't want to say the best thing. There's so many best things, but because I'm the type of guy where I really care about everyone, and I really care about people. Like, I love seeing people be happy. Like I've told you, the me thing, when someone says me and it's like something they value, like I really value them like being embraced for who they are. Like if someone's like, if you listen to the episode I did with Randall, I talked about this, but like at the Northwest football game, they were selling some weird shirt that I would never buy, but I love the Bearcats, so maybe I would. But there was like some super fan I saw buying it, and I think someone we were with was like, why are they buying that weird shirt? But when I looked at them, I'm like, they love that shirt. And, like, it makes them happy. And I just love that, like, they're being happy. So, basically what I'm trying to say is I'm weird, y'all. Like, I have a lot of empathy towards people. So, I really can't be with someone that's not like that, or else I just won't find them attractive. So, that's probably the best reason why I know we're going to last forever, because you are the most selfless and caring person that I've ever met. And I also love that you just are motivated for something, because with you
and
doing
to try and change, like, help people, like,
you're motivated for
best they
something
can
good, like motivated. Like your YouTube channel is really impacting a lot of people, and you just started it, and to see you be doing that, I just love having someone that I can be so close with to work with, because a lot of my homies we'll talk about, bro, after you're out of college, let's make a creator house. Let's all move in together and make music every day, make videos every day. Let's have a creator house. And then to me, I'm like, y'all, I got to start my life, with you. So I can't really do that. Mm-hmm. But then I'm thinking, I'm like, and they're like, dude, no, you got to chase your dreams. You got to be in a creator house. And I'm like, I am going to be in a creator house. Me and you. Our house isn't going to be a creator house. And when I say creator house, basically what I'm saying is it's going to be full of people. They want a house that's full of people chasing their dreams. So I know that when I'm with you, our house is going to be full of me and you chasing our dreams every day. We're going to be pushing ourselves to be better. That's why a lot of people want to do these creator houses, because they want to be surrounded by people that are constantly motivating them, constantly keeping them on track. I'm blessed to be with you, that I know I don't need to go live with my homies to be on track. I got my girl that does that for me. Mm-hmm. And I do that for you too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's another thing that I just love about you.
I got something else to say.
Okay, hold up. I'll be quick this time.
Okay.
All right, last time, buddy. Last time.
Thank goodness, that's probably the last time we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll wrap this up pretty soon. He's just trying to enjoy his night. I'm just disturbing him.
Well, I did want to say like
He
about
loves us. He loves us. For sure.
how you said that like I like to I guess not change the world, but like I'm very like I love to like change, like it's not that I want to be like famous or anything, but I like this quote that says to the world you are one person, but to one person you are the world.
Yeah.
So it's like pretty much like saying like that you do not need this big huge platform on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok to make a change into someone's life. Like of course that'll help impact people's life if you're doing it for the right reasons. But like if I want to be an elementary school teacher, or if I want to just hang out with random people, or just give someone a compliment at the grocery store, like that's what I want to accomplish in life. And it's just something so simple that I know everyone can do, is just those acts of service, like kind gestures and serving those, pour onto others what God has blessed you with. So I love that God used God's blessings to bless others. So God has blessed me, I believe, to be like very selfless and put myself in other people's shoes, and is just very caring. So I think that I pour on to others like by listening to them. Like with Foster, he's good at talking, and I'm very good at listening to problems and all that stuff.
As
and I love to.
Throughout this episode.
So we complement each other in that, and I think that has helped us like immensely, using the blessings that God has given you and those desires in your heart to go out into the world and use them for good, is what I was going to say.
To the world, you are one person, but to one person, you are the world. Was that the quote?
Yep, I loved that.
My girl gonna be getting on the Instagram page. I'm sorry.
You're hitting me like I'm your bro.
You are my bro. No.
Oh no, the camera looks like it's like getting dark.
It's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, as I sit here like recording with people, I'm just thinking like, that's an Instagram reel right there. That's a clip that I can put on Instagram. So as you were talking, I was like, keep it going, baby, keep it going.
Yay, I'm excited. I've never been on one.
Well, you're gonna be on a few. You were spitting facts today. Do you think we should wrap it up? It was 52 minutes. There was so much more I wanted to talk about though.
Let's save that for date night 3.
Date night 3's coming soon though, because I'm gonna drop this in like September. I'm gonna keep this like on private for a while, but
we can do like a little it's fall, y'all.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just kidding, but we could do like a little fall one, like when it's like the leaves are changing in the background and it's like all crisp and cold.
Well, and we gotta do the interview with the Good For My Soul people.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna be dropping a 3-pack of relationship advice. First episode will be with these people that were at Paradigm, the thing we talked about earlier, this church we go to. They did a sermon and they were fire, and I hit them up, and we've been trying to plan out a date to get them on. It's been kind of hectic, but we're gonna work it out, especially by like Christmas. So we'll have that episode. You'll see Macy again there. You'll see then the second episode will be me and Macy again. That'll probably be date night part 3, and then it'll be a little solo episode that I'll make. But be looking out for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Macy, thanks for coming out here.
That was the best.
I had to kind of push her to come out here, though.
Oh, because I was stuffed and tired. It's like past 10 p.m. at night right now. But oh my gosh, that was probably one of the best, because it was like very like going with the flow, and I just wasn't overthinking anything.
Yeah, and I'm a proud father right now, because our son Fuzz, the camera.
Oh, I thought you...
The camera me and Macy bought together. What are you?
I thought you were talking about the cricket.
Oh, I love the cricket too, but he's not my kid. This is our camera. Me and Macy, one day, Macy was like, I want to do YouTube, and I want to start today, so let's go buy a camera.
And you're like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, all right, let's do it. I've been waiting for you to say something like this. So we bought this camera. We doubled down on it. We both paid like $425 for it. It was pretty expensive, not gonna lie. But
it was worth it.
It's our kid, y'all. And our kid did not cut out one time this whole episode. And I am so excited. Oh, no, it didn't. Fuzz is on it today. Fuzz is showing out. When you got your parents at the game, you got to show out. So Fuzz was showing out tonight.
Yes.
Shout out to Fuzz. That's our camera. That's our
firstborn.
Our firstborn right there. I love it, though. I always have to, like, edit so much because Fuzz cuts out, and I'm always like having to give him a pep talk on the way home.
So proud. Let's hope it doesn't whenever you do your outro.
Literally, I'll be like driving home and be like, Fuzz, dude, you gotta be better next week. Come on. I'm kidding.
No, you're not.
Oh my gosh. We could joke all day, but a lot more coming. We basically didn't talk about half the stuff I wanted to talk about, which I love because that just means we got more content. High five.
So much to talk about.
Yep. All right. Love you guys. Make sure to subscribe to Macy's YouTube channel, Macy's Sayan.
Woo!
And make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel because I looked at a stat the other day. 78% of viewers are unsubscribed, and I need to at least catch up with Macy because she's blowing my shoes off right now.
Not right now. It's my last video. It's okay though.
Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, make sure to subscribe, like, share with your friends, and I just love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. 55 minutes of rambling from the power duo.
Woo!
Yeah, that's what people have to say. I'm not trying to be cocky. Love you guys. I'll see you later.
Peace. That was awesome.
Hey, love you, Fuzz. My hair look okay. Oh.
See, yeah, it looks good on that side, but yeah.
Good enough.
That was awesome. Wait, we need you our picture.
Oh, facts. All right. Love you guys.